This week on Empowering Midlife Wellness, we're working out with bands with master personal trainer Kelley Workman. This is something you could do at home, in the hotel, watching TV. Anyone can do it, so let's get to it. Hi friends, and welcome to this week's episode. I'm back again with master personal trainer Kelley Workman. We're changing things up a little bit this month. The past year, we've showed you 30-minute resistance training workouts that you can do at home. This time, we're going to be playing with bands. You can see I've got 3 braided bands here. They are light, medium, heavy. You can tell by their thickness. And I love these. Kelley recommended these for me. I'll put a link to them below. They're really inexpensive, and you can throw them in your suitcase. Even if you're at home, you can just do them in your home. So what we're going to do today is show you a full upper body workout and a full lower body workout that you can put in your suitcase. What is so great about these?
These are so good to travel with. I love the ones with handles versus the ones that are circular, all one piece, because you really have so much versatility with these bands. And like Susan said, there's 3 different weights that she bought. You can buy them on many places, Amazon, etc. They're not that expensive, and they're very easy to pack. And they give you good resistance without clugging around 10, 20, 30-pound dumbbells.
Yeah, super light. So I just went on a trip this weekend, and I took these with me, and Kelley had set up something similar to what we're doing today for a workout. And I got such a good workout. I can tell you, I was actually more sore after that than what we typically do at the gym. So we're moving into something a little bit different now. For myself personally, I just finished triathlon season, so I'm doing a new experiment, a little bit less cardio and more weights. So yeah, I'm getting some muscles. It's fun. And why do we need muscles? We've told you this lots of times, but what are we doing this for?
Well, so we can stay off the walker, stay out of the nursing home, keep our brains nice and healthy, be able to take care of ourselves when we're 90.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
For our family, we're doing it for, so they don't have to take after us, take care of us.
Yeah, you're going to look in the swimsuit and feel strong and be able to carry your own stuff. You know, the other thing, less pain, so your back doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt walking up the stairs. You don't get injured doing normal activities. And then, like Kelley said, we want to grow old, if God willing, without getting chronic diseases that we can prevent. So lots of muscle is great. We want more. We're kind of greedy, like more the better, right?
More the better. And as we age, it's hard to keep it. So even like changing it up, doing bands, it's always good to keep progressing in your workouts. Sometimes you're using heavy weight, sometimes you're doing less weight, more reps, use bands, do body weight. It's good to do everything so your brain gets all those pathways built. So as you age, you're very able to do many things at one time without having to think about it.
Yeah, so there's that mental flexibility as well as physical flexibility. And I can tell you the number one reason, there's a handful, but the number one reason that I hear from my patients for why they don't work out is because I don't have time. And we're just going to call BS on that, because you can do this in 30 minutes without leaving your house, or I'm traveling and I travel a lot. Well, BS on that too, because you throw these in your suitcase. Nobody doesn't have time. Nobody can have an excuse not to work out when you do these things, right?
So in worst case, you can just throw 1 in your luggage. And if you only have room for 1, throw 1. Look how small it is.
Yeah.
You can fit this in the bottom of your luggage.
Yeah, I actually only took 1. I took the medium one, and I improvised. So we're going to show you all about that. So 5 exercises for the upper body and 5 exercises for the lower body. And because the upper body workout would take you about 30 minutes, we're going to just show you 1 repetition of each, a little different than what we usually do. So we'll talk you through it. Here we go.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, this one is the squat band workout that Kelley showed me. I'm using the medium band myself. My feet are about shoulder width apart. First of all, we want to get your arms up in the air by your shoulders, and then just booty back, down, and up slowly. Squeeze your butt at the top. And this is quite heavy. You may want to start with something lighter, and you can adjust the width of your feet, of course, to make it lighter or heavier. This is plenty heavy. And Kelley is holding the camera there. She always
That's perfect. Those are perfect. Keep your tailbone back like you're sitting in a chair. That's the goal.
And then squeeze all the way up.
Yep.
So I've got this at such a weight that I can do 10 maybe without being exhausted. And that's what we want to do. You want to be tired at the end of your 8 to 12. And if I were doing the whole workout with you, I would take a 30-second break and then do it again. And then I would do this 3 times.
Yep, that looks great.
So
And her feet are hip distance apart or a little bit wider. Make the band tight enough. That's perfect.
So that's what we're gonna do with all of these. Three, I think this is my last one. Is it? I don't know. I'm going to do 2 more sets, and I get squeeze, 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 squeeze. Okay, so that's the squat workout. All right, so here I've got a meaty band. You can look at my hands. I've got it in my hands about shoulder width apart because I'm trying to make the band a bit shorter. You can adjust it for your own preferences. Foot in the handle, and I'm just kicking back. So this is a great exercise for your glutes. Kelley, what do you call this one?
It's like a donkey kickback. Really squeezing that right glute as you reach the toe back. You're reaching it. Notice her foot is flexed also to help keep the handle on her foot, also engaging her calf and her hamstring.
Yeah, and then the other thing, this one is really good for your abs because I'm keeping my hips still and not rotating.
Yes.
Because you want to, your body doesn't want to stay still.
It does not want to stay in balance because her other foot has nothing in it, so it wants to tilt.
Yeah, so the balance part of this, my abs are completely engaged right now, and so this is an ab exercise too.
Even your upper body having to hold the rope down in front of you, right?
Yeah, the shoulder. I feel.
Yes.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not counting, but it feels like about 6, and I get to 7. Remember, we're going to do 3 sets of each of these with a 30-second break in between. So if you were doing this for real, you would do this. You take a 30-second break, and then you do it 2 more times. Exactly. Move on to the next one. We don't have to show you all 3.
No.
Press 2. You have to do 3. That's my last one. Okay, and then, of course, I'm going to switch over to the other foot. Yeah, I'm just going to do that because you don't want to be lopsided here. So I'm going to do the other foot. Let her finish the whole first set. And you can do this by yourself. You don't need a friend. That'll help you set it up.
You can see how she's holding the rope. It's perfect. Very easy to do on your own.
Far. If you need it a little easier, of course, make it a little bit longer. Okay.
And they're just a donkey kickback. You think about every time the foot extends, you're squeezing the glute the same side that the band is on your foot.
It's amazing what an ab workout this is. I can feel my butt, but I can feel my tummy. And then, like you said, my left shoulder holding this thing out too. So this band, this really is sort of a whole body thing that I'm doing, right? But this one.
It is. She's even going to kind of winded if you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets your heart rate up. This is not, if it's easy, crank it up. We're going to get up.
Get the thicker band. That's right.
This is the medium.
That's the beauty of having the different levels of bands. But if you only bring one, bring the medium and do it all with the medium.
Yeah, I understand. Of course, you can make it longer or shorter with your hands. Let's see, you can adjust it. Okay, I got one more.
Very good.
Okay. All right, that's that one. Now I'll show you the next one. Okay, here's a different one. I'm in the same position, and I let go a little bit of the length because this one requires a little bit more laxity. Round my foot again, and just lifting. And squeeze my butt. And so, Kelley, what do we want to do with our hips?
So we keep our hips both facing the ground and really focus on lifting the legs, squeezing the glute. You'll feel it from your ankle all the way up to your glute. Your core should be tight, right? Her arms are still getting a workout because she's having to hold that band, especially with that right hand right now. And you're just lifting and squeezing. You don't want to lift so high that the hip you're using faces the opposite way, right? So she's keeping both of her hips facing the floor. That's the most important part.
This reminds me of something that we used to do in the Jane Fonda workout. And I don't think she used weights.
I think she had little ankle weights on. It all comes back, right? There's only so many ways to work out.
Okay, I gotta do one more. And this, actually, how you feel this on my other side is on my other glute because it's the stabilization thing. So we gotta switch sides. So my hands were a little bit less wide apart.
Yes.
Because I needed a bit more length. All right, so, and again, you can totally do this by yourself. You just take it out, stick it out to the foot. I would recommend wearing shoes. I can do this with bare feet, and it hurts your feet. So.
Yes, for sure. Shoes are always a better option.
Look at that. Okay, hands. A little bit less than shoulder for this one. Okay, straight. All right. Now, if you feel like it's not tight enough, just make it shorter up here or longer.
It's easily adjustable.
So one thing You want to do the same on both sides, obviously. If you had weights, you're forced to use the same weight. With this one, since you've got some flexibility, you want to be careful not to do it easier on one side, because one side's always stronger than the other. So my left side doesn't like this very much.
Yes.
But I'm still gonna do it.
And Susan, how does this feel on your knees? We know we've had knee problems on and off. How does this band workout feel on your legs and your knees?
Oh, that's a really good point. I've still got some osteoarthritis in my knees. Feels fine. It's perfect.
Great. That's kind of the forgiving thing about changing up the workout too. A band, you can make some adjustments.
Ow, my butt is burning. Okay, so now we'll take a 30-second break and we'll do that 2 more times. Okay, so this hamstring curl you could use. You may not have a box like this, but you could do it on like a piano bench, anything that's got a wide base that you can hook the band under and it won't come loose. And remember, we want to be able to do 10 to 12 of these. Ooh, it's getting tiring before we take a little break. Okay, last one. This is number 5. Got these up by my shoulders again, shoulder width apart. And then just do a little crab monster walk.
Little monster walk. Really, whenever find a place on your floor that you can go back and forth as many times as you need to. Time it if you want, 60 seconds, and do it. Whatever works out.
Now, do I need to be down lower? Because this is...
You can be high, you can be lower. Depends on how heavy you can hold the straps to keep tension.
Okay, this is pretty hard enough.
It doesn't look like much, but her glutes and her hips are on fire right now. And keeping your knees slightly bent in that squatted position, your quads are going to be on fire.
And also where I'm holding this up, yes, actually using my shoulders and biceps to... Okay, I got one more.
Yes.
One more block of 5. And this is cardio.
So,
You can tell by the way she's talking or not talking.
Okay, so now I'm going to take a 30-second break and do that 2 more times.
okay, so just to review, we just did our lower body workout, 5 different exercises. We're going to do each one 3 times. So what you saw in the video was just 1 time. So you would do that, take a 30-second break, do it 2 more times, then move on to the next one. And we tried this all the way through, and it took 30 minutes, yes, to do that lower body workout, okay? So you can do it. So now we're going to move on to the upper body workout. Same thing, 5 exercises. We're going to show you 1 set, and then you can do 3 of each. Otherwise, this video would be too long. All right.
That's right. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, now we're on upper body exercise number 1 out of 5. Feet shoulder width apart. This is a lighter band. You could use whatever one you want. And you can make it harder by putting your feet further apart. So this is just a bicep curl. Ooh, this is a light band. I put my feet far apart. So, Kelley, you always tell me to look at your muscle.
Yes.
I can feel it. It's working.
You can see her biceps working. I always say, because the mind-muscle connection is a real thing. And if you're not used to working out in any capacity, watch it. You're not going to see it at first. But the more you watch it, the more your brain will help it work.
And then slow, right?
Nice and slow. Always slow and controlled. You go fast, you're just using the ligaments and tendons. You're not really using your muscle. To go slow, you're really engaging the muscle that you're working.
You like to hold for a second.
I like to hold it. I like to squeeze the muscle that I'm working.
So even at the bottom, it's still under tension.
Yes.
It should be. My ass.
Well, you can see her biceps flexing. She can't see it from where I'm seeing, but you can see it.
It's in the mirror.
Very good.
And this is how you can wear a strapless dress without having floppy arms.
That's right.
All that good stuff.
And also being able to pick up your grandkids, carry your own groceries, carry that 20 sack of stuff to your backyard, all the things you want to do.
Activities of daily life. But
That's
I
right.
want to wear a strapless dress.
That's right. I want to wear a bathing suit and have my arms show. Someone's saying arms, right? Sculpted arms are the new wealth. So here we go.
I got one more. So you can do 10 to 12. And you should be, I'm pretty much done with this one.
Very nice.
Okay, so that was the end. And you take a 30-second break. Do it 2 more times. All right, number 2, I went back to the medium because this is a bigger muscle group. We're holding in our hands, feet shoulder width apart, and then
Yep, upright rows.
upright row. And so Kelley, you always tell me to feel like I can squeeze your thumb between my
Yep.
shoulder blades.
Like there's someone put a pencil back there and just think you're trying to squeeze that pencil. You want to keep your shoulder blades down and back in your pockets, not up in your ears. So this would be helpful if you have a mirror or something to look at yourself at, just to make sure your shoulders don't shrug up when you row back. You're trying to keep them in your back pockets, we call it. See if she's slightly hinged forward, knees are slightly bent. Also, that's great rowing. And rowing works your back, but also works your rear posterior chain, the muscles between your shoulder blades and your rear delts, which that is really, really important for good posture as you age. Well, at any age.
Really, I can feel this all the way from my neck down to the bottom of my lower back. Because you're holding it still, and it's core. That's your core. Its body doesn't want to hold it still. It feels weight, it wants to flop forward. So it's not just your arms and shoulders.
And it's your core back to front, right? You can feel it in your low back all the way around to your abdomen.
Yeah, I'm not pain in my back.
No.
It's just I can feel those muscles are engaged.
Yes. Holding you in that position. That's great.
Hurry your back. You go down to the lighter one, right?
Yeah. Let me show
The
you.
lighter one. Or make the rope a little bit longer. You could do so many different things with this.
That looks great.
That's my last one because I'm going to do 2 more sets. So
Very good.
8 to 12, 30-second rest, and then do 2 more. So set a timer. We'll be chit-chatting 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to do number 3. This is a workout bench here, but you can actually do it on a chair. You're sitting on a chair where you feed the thing underneath. I'm using the lighter band for my shoulders. So up to your shoulders and then just push straight up. So most people like me, you might find you want to start with the lighter one for this. And you know, for this is easy, go up to the medium one. So all the way up. And then just down to shoulder nighter out. Okay. And then straight. I don't know, these get hard quickly for me. So 10 is good. And then remember all legs, you do 1 set, 30-second break, and then you do 2 more sets.
Yep. Just remember that you're breathing. Susan's doing a good job breathing. Just make sure that you're breathing while you do it. You exhale when you press it up. You inhale when your elbows go down. Use your breath to help you move the rope. Those are great.
Okay, because you want to be tired at the end. That's the whole flight, so get tired. I think I got maybe 1 more left. My hair is just starting to shake. Okay, so this will be my last one, and then I'll take a 30-second break.
Okay. Very good. 30-second break.
Okay, same position as last time. This could be underneath the chair that you're sitting on, or this happens to be a workout bench, and we're going to do triceps. So I'm going to go up to the top. I'm holding my hands together, elbows together, and then push straight up.
Yep. Hands go behind your head, elbows stay close to your ears. Biceps and ears are best friends here. And you're just squeezing the back of your arm when that rope's come up over her head. Again, you got to keep your core tight. You got to keep your breathing going. This is hard.
Yeah, it's interesting with the bands too, because they are not fixed. You've got to really keep them balanced too. It's a little bit, I think it requires a bit more balance with the bands because they could wobble and you got to hold them.
Yeah, they can move around.
Yeah.
Good breathing still here. You're exhaling when your hands go over your head. You're inhaling when the hands drop behind your head.
Oh, so you should feel like this.
Good. It should feel like that. Those are perfect. See how the bands are going behind your head? That's ideal.
Oh, I think I got 1 more and that's probably it. And then I can't do it.
Perfect.
For 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Woo, 30-second break. Okay, this one, we got to find something solid to tie this onto. So I happen to have a Pilates repeller here. But you could use a door handle. I don't want to use my door handle because it might come off.
Yeah.
Anything solid, like if you put a pole in the garage or something solid that you can push in.
A bed pole or anything, just something you wrap it around. Yes.
I mean, you can tie it around. It's about, waist height, more or less. Okay, and then hinge forward.
Yes.
And then
Press it out.
press. So obviously you can adjust this by stepping further away or closer to.
Hinging forward more. Just all depends on how you tie it on. And also just figure out what feels comfortable.
So I could have gone to a heavier man, but I'm just standing further away and leaning further forward so you get so much you can do with these stuff.
There's a lot of flexibility. She could walk forward another foot, make it heavier if you only have 1 band. It's you'll figure it out as you start using the bands, what works.
The leg forward, really.
It does help. And also it's really making you contract your core. When you're leaning forward, you're hinging like this, your core back to front has got to be tight the whole time. And she's keeping all the weight in this front left leg right now. Her next set, you would switch, put your right leg in the front, right? And then go back to the other leg. Try to make it even.
Anyone just said bands are for babies or something? What maybe I said that once.
No, this is as hard as you want it to be. Ouch. In a good way. Ouch in a good way. Feels good. I think I got one more, and we want to get to where you're almost can't. That's about it, because I'm straight. Okay, that's it now. 30 seconds.
Okay, so whether you did the upper or the lower today, at the end of each one, we want to work out your abs, because we want to have strong abs as well. We do a lot for the back and some for the core, but a couple of really easy ones that Kelley showed you that I can do in the hotel at home. Toe touch. So feet straight out and the
Reach. The reason we like to do toe touches is because it takes your hip flexors out of it and really forces your core to actually work.
and my legs are shaking because I
Yes.
his legs. That's okay.
Remember here, she's exhaling up, inhaling when she goes down. Really squeezing your belly to the floor when you're doing these.
And not coming all the way down, not going all the way down. I'm staying up.
Yes. But if you need to go down and come up, that's fine too.
And it's funny when you're like shaking.
And I told Susan to do 4 sets of 25. Maybe you start with 3 sets of 10 and work your way up.
Or to get you and I'm not count it, but probably 25 at least.
Okay, and then the second one, using your obliques.
Pause. Turn this way so I can get better light. She can edit that. Okay.
Okay.
No.
All right, and the second one, using your obliques, it's a little bit of a variation on just the old bicycle. But Kelley taught me to actually hug your knee and twist and hug your knee. Twist and come up. And 25 of these. Yes. So if you get these two, super simple, in your hotel, in your bedroom, in your friend's house, while you're watching TV. There's a million ab exercises and they're all great, but these two are so easy. So we're just trying to show you, okay, now actually crossing my leg over. Kelley's, give me insertion bullets.
Kind of crossing over her body.
Bring it over to the opposite shoulder.
You're really trying to squeeze those obliques as she's doing it and extend the other leg. Both of these exercises are really good if you've got some kind of back issue, things like that, because you're laying on your back for both. So you're really just working the front of your core in these positions.
Yeah.
So, I mean, truly, the amount of equipment you need to do this is like practically zero. And we'll put a link to the bands below. So that's it. Now, what I've been doing is alternating upper, lower, upper, lower. So to see you did Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Just alternate upper, lower. And then at the end of every one, some abs. And then if you want to really be a rock star, you can do some push-ups at the end of it too.
Why not?
Why not? Let's just try. Okay. I'll just do a few.
Remember, a good push-up. Keep your glutes squeezed. Belly is in. Exhale when you want to come up. That helps. Inhale when you go down. Exhale, push away. Nice push-ups. Very nice. Look how slow those are. Those are perfect. Not rushing, using all your whole body. Push-up is the best exercise bang for the buck. Very nice. Good breathing.
I got my worm to do 8. And now I think we're done.
Woo! Good job, ladies.
Okay, ladies, now we have a whole body workout that we can do with resistance bands if you're on the go, if you don't like going to the gym, if you're traveling, if you only have a quick time and you don't have time to leave the house. 30 minutes upper body, 30 minutes lower body. If you have a whole hour, you can do both of them together. I would do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, alternate upper, lower, upper, or even more frequently if you have time. So thanks so much to Kelley for showing us how to do that. Remember, this is the last week of October. It's still Menopause Awareness Month, so do it for yourself. Do it to celebrate menopause. We can gain muscle. Even in menopause, it might be more difficult as we get older, but it is not impossible. We are here to show you this. that that's not true. Don't forget to eat your protein. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends. Subscribe. I can't wait to see you next week, and Kelley can't wait to see you next month.